Who are you?
I am Christopher Ludacris Bridges.
Ludacris, welcome to South by Southwest in Austin, Texas.
Thanks for having a Negro.
Right off the bat, Ludacris, what the hell is going on here? Can you please explain? This is incredible.
Billions and billions and billions of dollars.
What do we have here? Please tell the people.
Warren Buffett and Bill Gates. I was sitting next to him at an All-Star game. I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago. They were down there for, I want to say, they were down there for some convention. I forget exactly what they were gambling. They were down there to gamble, of course. Now, how much money they were gambling, I have no idea, but it's a lot of money right there in that picture, and I'm the one with the least amount of money in this picture, obviously.
So how did it happen, though? Because you met Bill Gates at the Halo 3 launch. How did you meet Bill Gates? When you first meet Bill Gates?
Hey, man, look, man, I hang around powerful people. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm a social guy, man. You know, you got to hang around people with more money than you. Not less. I shouldn't even be doing this interview with you right now.
Baboom, I appreciate it.
Crazy, man.
Baboom.
Right.
I was curious, though. On this lineup of people right there, that's like 100 billion right there.
I know, man. He looks like he shops at the same place as you.
Boom. Ludacris, growing up, did you live in the same apartment as 2 Chainz?
Did I live in the same apartment? We lived in the same apartment complex, not in the actual same apartment. But yeah.
And now it's a runway?
Yeah, they basically they knocked all of the apartments down and they expanded the Atlanta airport.
What was it like living with 2 Chainz in the same apartment complex?
Oh man, I think both of us are Virgos, man. We're both the same individuals we were now as we were then. So man, it was all good, man. It's family, it's love, and we just had fun, man. That's what we do.
And you took him to the bank too. You helped him open his first bank account?
Yeah, man. I mean, look, like we all help each other out at the end of the day. That's what you have friends for. They teach you things, you teach them things.
Ludacris, wanted to ask you about some OG out of Atlanta. What can you tell the people about Shy D, MC Shy D?
MC Shy D, man, when it comes to the South, when it comes to Atlanta, bass music is what a lot of individuals did. Shy D was one of those people. You had Kilo, Ali, and you had a bunch of individuals, Raheem the Dream, and man, this is like the foundation of Atlanta, Georgia. So shout out to Shy D. And I know he was from New York, but he came down to Atlanta and started this movement with a bunch of other people.
And you are so psychic because that is exactly who I wanted to ask you about, Ludacris. Kilo.
I love that, man. He's an A-Town legend. He's a Southern legend, period. And still walking the streets and doing his thing. So, and shout out to Organized Noise because at one point he was signed to them and made even better music. So,
do you remember his early gigs at all? Like growing up, did you get to any of his early gigs?
Absolutely, man. He was a performer like none other, honestly. I love Kilo Ali, man. Shout out to him.
And another person I wanted to ask you, and you mentioned him as well right here, Raheem the
Raheem the Dream. See, man, you got everything. I definitely mentioned all of these people. And Raheem the Dream, he had a great business, acumen, and he taught me a lot about the business, man. He came up to the radio station I worked out plenty of times, and he's an old school player, man. It is what it is. Shout out to Raheem the Dream.
How about King Edward J, the mixtape king?
Yes, King Edward J, man, and all of the mixtapes and all of that, man. This is definitely the foundation of Atlanta.
Another thing I was wondering about Ludacris, going through some
have in this damn bag.
Well, this particular person right here, Cool Breeze.
Yeah, man, love it, man. East Point's greatest hit, man. This is during the time I used to hang out in the dungeon, of course, with Outkast and with Goody Mob, and this guy was working on his album, man, and I'm just privileged to be a witness of hard work, so I'm a fan.
Did he invent the term Dirty South?
He was the one that came up with the term Dirty South, absolutely.
Well, actually, Ludacris, there is one more here, but it's one you really love here that relates to you, the infamous
Syndicate. Yeah, this is the group that Shauna was signed to. Was a part of, and before she came to Disturbing the Peace. So a lot of people don't know that either.
And if you look, Clock Strikes 12-inch, produced by Kanye West, is on there.
That is crazy, man.
An early Kanye West production.
Goes way back, man.
What do you remember about Kanye West in the early days? Did you have any early encounters with Kanye West?
I did, man. He produced a record that me and Trina did called Be All Right, and he was in that video wearing a backpack. So this is way before the rest of the world really knew, how, what he was going to be and how great of an artist he was going to become. So, he's always been cool with me.
Ludacris, want to take it to something that I think you're well aware of. This is one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life. Please tell the people about this promo item and put it on. That's amazing.
Chicken and Beer album, man. This is one of the, like you said, promo items, man. This is the apron. I remember this. Def Jam, we always come up with some dope ideas when it comes to marketing and strategies and different things. So
I love that. It's incredible. It's like one of the best promo items for a rapper I've ever seen.
absolutely.
Do you keep many of these promo items yourself?
I'm gonna steal this from you because I don't know where the hell mine was. So if you don't,
Not sure, actually, if you can take that one there.
I can, man. You get your stuff from the thrift shop anyway, so I'm sure you'll be okay. I'm gonna take this one though.
Ludacris and Snack Shop. The Ghetto Burger. Ever eaten there?
I have eaten there.
You know, speaking of food and stuff.
Miss Ann's Ghetto Burgers, man. People that know about that's true Atlanta also. So you got to go there, man. That's my girl too. So shout out to Miss Ann. She makes incredible hamburgers over there on the east side, and you might have to wait an hour or two to get them, but people wait that long. And
8 stools there for you to sit and eat them.
like 8 stools, and she makes them by hand, and she takes her precious damn time.
How about Gladys Knight Chicken and Waffles?
Yeah, absolutely, man. I support Gladys Knight Chicken and Waffles. It's been there for over 10 years now, so it has become a staple in Atlanta, Georgia.
And what about Abdullah the Butcher's House of Ribs, the wrestler? What's that like? It seems wild.
It is, man, but there's no more pork on my fork, so I can't really speak on that, my brother.
What is the Luther Burger? Have you heard of the Luther Burger at all, Ludacris?
I've heard of the Luther Burger, but my memory is not clicking right now.
It's like a cheeseburger in between 2 Krispy Kremes.
Have you? Oh yeah, no, I definitely know about that. Yeah. That's a heart attack waiting to happen right there.
Now, although we didn't go around the room and identify the people that are linked here with Ludacris,
You don't want to do that. Trust me, it's not a good idea, man.
I wanted to bring it back to Chaka Zulu.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Chaka Zulu?
Chaka Zulu is my manager, man. He's been my manager for almost 20 years now. So it's a partnership. That's my partner in crime and rhyme.
And I have a gift for Chaka Zulu, all the way from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. It's from a record shop called Zulu
Nation.
Records. I got a Zulu Records t-shirt for Chaka Zulu.
I'm sure he will appreciate that.
Thought about calling the record company Zulu Records at all. This is to bring the peace, but did Zulu Records ever come up at all?
It did not. But, maybe one day Chaka will start a whole nother label, and it could be called Zulu Records.
And Ludacris, are you into recycling underwear at all?
Recycling underwear? Only when women throw their panties on stage.
That's what I understand. Like, they throw on stage, you don't just chuck them, do you?
Yeah, you don't chuck them, man. It's women out there that can use some good panties,
You go to the Goodwill.
Absolutely.
But Battleground Earth was incredible. That was all about recycling. We can tell people about that. You and Tommy Lee versus Taylor Swift. Meatloaf.
Yeah, no, we did this thing where we were basically trying to teach people about, helping to save this planet that we live on called Earth. And it was a lot of fun, man. A lot of different challenges, and myself and a rock and roll guy, Tommy Lee, coming together. It was the unexpected, but we had a good time.
What I smell like.
You don't smell like weed, that's for sure.
Boom. Actually, a reference to Four Eyes. Your buddy Four Eyes has a song called What I Smell Like. What can you tell the people about Four Eyes?
Four Eyes is still doing his thing, man. Just make sure you Google him and check out a lot of his songs. He's still out there working.
What does your deodorant smell like? Get Yours. What did Get Yours smell like?
Man, it smelled like heaven. That's all you need to know, man. It was the greatest scent that could ever just pass by the nose.
And now you're using Secret?
I use Secret deodorant, man.
And Tyrese uses Secret to massage his balls?
Hey, man, look, that's a little too much information, but I can tell you that I do use Secret. It doesn't go near my balls. However, it goes up underneath these arms, man. It's protection.
Because your buddy Tyrese, you were talking to him about like massage radio. He listens to massage radio, Tyrese. That's pretty wild.
I know what you're talking about because we were doing an interview for Fast and Furious, and somebody asked us that question. So it became a running joke, so that's a good one.
Atlanta Places, the Claremont Lounge.
That is the greatest place on earth. People need to go check out. It's an experience. That's all I can tell you. You got women crushing beer cans in between their titties and ass. So it's a place you go to, and it is a memorable experience, something you'll remember for the rest of your life.
That's Blondie. Is Blondie still there? Wasn't it Blondie, the famous person? Who does the crushing?
Well, I'm not well enough to know each of these individuals by name. However, I do know that beer cans get crushed by ass and titties.
Banneker High School once banned you?
Banneker High School banned me. I'm sure they have. I just don't remember specifically what for.
Because I thought it was curious. They banned you, and now they named a gym after you. Years later, they name a gym after you.
That's usually how, life happens. It's the same thing as when your mom says that rapping is not a career, and then you bring home a six-figure check, then it's a career.
Do you remember Venetia at all, your high school friend, Venetia?
Venetia, yeah. You're crazy. You know that? I do remember that. I do remember that. Yep. How the hell did you find that out, man? What the hell is going on around here?
Well, you're Ludacris. We have to know.
Yeah, I know. I know how you get down. What's up, Venetia? I remember that.
Ludacris, anything else you want to add to the people out there at all?
Anything I want to add? I think you need to go shopping in different places, my brother. Try out some different places besides the thrift shop, and we'll be good.
So are you referring to my shirt? Is that what you're looking at?
To the whole get up right now.
What should I be dressed in, do you think?
How are the ladies treating you these days?
Probably not as well as they're how are they treating Ludacris? Because it's probably the exact opposite.
I mean, man, we just need to go shopping, man. Your whole life will change. You can start by putting on this damn Zulu record shirt.
Thanks so much, Ludacris.
Hey, man, thank you. I appreciate it.
Really appreciate it. Keep on rocking in the free world and do-do-do-do.
Doo-doo. Are we taking a picture?